Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to Tormentum Dark Sorrow. Thinking about that name now, it's a pretty generic name. And while all of these do look like, all of these scenes kind of look like things you might see on a heavy metal album cover, back when albums had covers, it's not getting any real scary effects. It's not getting those jump scares. It's not getting that audio. It's not psychologically forcing me to do something horrible. The worst thing I've been forced to do so far is get this gold and give it to this character. Let's see if he wants it. Gold, as I thought, the fool spoke the truth before he died. After all, see, you did prove useful. Take this necklace. It's a key to the room next to you. See, this just feels like a lot of hidden objects game hidden behind trying to be scary. Because boy, on Steam are there a lot of hidden object games. And then the game goes widescreen for these puzzle sections. I imagine this is made on a hidden object game engine. That might explain certainly a lot. So the question will be lining up the outmost ring. Here it is. This part to this part, and this part to this part. And get all of that correctly. Set that as our base. And then it's simply a matter of lining up. Oops. Did I click something and mess it up? I think I did. And the fingers, I imagine, are long and stringy. And don't get confused by the chain hanging down. That actually is making it more difficult than it should be. And I think I have all of that. All of these long, stringy fingers are designed to connect together, but there's some new hands that being added in the background at this point, which makes it more difficult. Not quite there. This middle part doesn't spin, but there is a connecting point right here, and that's it. Which kind of means it has to be here, but that doesn't make sense. This all matches. Not quite though. Does this all match? Not really. That matches. That's it. So do we... Can we spin the outer ring? Something's wrong here. I must have misconnected this. So let's start by doing this. And then connecting this that way. And then finding the match there. I made it. The door starts to pulse with light. Slightly difficult. This is the furnace room, so we're going to go in here and probably burn to death if we're not careful. There are weights inside. Some of them are made from strange metals. We will take them all. There's a bone inside. And we'll take that. And just like most point-and-click adventure games, your main goal... Nothing happened. There must be something missing. Your main goal is just to collect everything. Pick up every single item. Key elements to make the furnace work. We need sticks. We need 2 triangular pieces, and we need the wheel. We're missing the wheel. Need to find a valve. What do we have right now? We do have some background music playing, but it's just kind of standard background music you would expect. I don't think I have enough weights. So I need 1 more weight. Let's see. Picked up a green weight. There probably will be a different color weight. But maybe not. This guy was hungry. We do have a bone. Let's give the dog a bone. So we pick up the green weight and we give him the bone. Is he happy about that? Creature seems calmer now. But you can't like free him or take his necklace. The statue doesn't see me anymore. I think it's safe to walk down the stairs now. So we've entered a new area, and we can see a gym here, and a gym here, and a wheel here. So, found this ruby eye. And this ruby eye. And we just take the valve on what looks kind of like an engine. This can't open the door, and I can't even see a keyhole. This looks like a stairs. There's a ladder downward. And there's a dining room with bloody meat on it. Let's see the floor. Could have somewhere to dig again if we got another shovel. I've had a better idea. I can't do that, so we're getting some default responses. Stone plaque of a kitchen. So we're getting a feeling of this place, and even though it looks very grotesque, it really is just a building. Just one more place to walk around. See if this works. No. The padlock is locked. It doesn't seem like there's a way to stop that right now. You can't go further to the right. So right now we're lacking an ability to do anything in these two rooms, which is not super surprising. And so here's the guy he said he was gonna torture me. And maybe he's the king. Puny being, each time the blades penetrate your flesh, you are being freed from the evil that has hatched deep within you. This is a weird way of thinking. Every suffering has meaning, and the meaning for you, your suffering, is to see the truth about yourself. Do not struggle, confess. You willingly condemned yourself to this suffering by following unrighteous paths. But I am here to help you. I shall free you from all evil. See, this guy is just... If that guy is still alive, then this world is very odd. Let's look at this. There are two kinds of pain: physical pain and the pain of the mind. Yet, can there be a greater torture than sudden realizing hope is but an illusion of a sick mind? The night cannot be that black that one may not see a single star. And the puzzle to the solution here. So even the puzzles that are getting thrown to us, it seems like they're making it pretty easy to solve them. Some switches inside. Well, without knowing any kind of solution here, I don't know if I want to change it. And see, I don't even know if I want to change it anyways. These blades are getting very, very close to this guy every time he pushes it. And he's holding a key. So maybe I'm trying to get the blades to go a little bit further. It's kind of oddly animated because it is at a perspective angle that would imply the wall is incredibly thin here and incredibly thick there. I can't go down there. The tunnel is flooded. There's a rat. Seems like the rats don't have anything to do with us. And something missing here, perhaps. If I found the missing part of the machine to drain the water. Just a little animated rat. Do we have a missing part of a machine? Not right now. Let's go ahead and just take the key. I have to distract the guard somehow first, then I'll be able to take the key unnoticed. I think I could have ended up like this, but had I not escaped the cell. Let's see. We're missing wood in these two pieces to start the furnace. And while we could use the blade key to maybe kill something or use this, I think this is what we're supposed to do. Having the player perpetrate some kind of violence in a game like this makes sense, since it is a horror game. If it never happens, that'd be kind of ridiculous. Let's start with the button. The button resets. Let's see what that does, because that seems like a permanent thing. So we click this. Start with. We go here. I assume what we're supposed to do is line up each one of these, and each one of these will trade. So each one of these is probably worth some kind of number. Let's see. And I guess the question will become, this is it. These two will be the important ones. So once we get these two aligned, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There's a maximum. That's how this is gonna work. This is getting really frustrating. Perhaps I should look around the castle for some possible clues. Not really. I'm not really that frustrated. No, this is gonna just take a little too long to get this quite perfect. Yeah, this is gonna take a little bit too long. We saw symbols that were sort of like these symbols, but not quite. Let's see, the painting is some kind of organs. So there's something important there, but nothing in the frame or anything that looks like that shape. Disturbing painting of depicting giants. And nothing hidden there. And see, I just don't think I can interact with this at all until I have the fire piece, which I probably need the furnace to pull that off. And there's nothing here. And we've expanded into a much bigger area now. Have you spoken to my brother the Hellbirder? He guards the room with the spider, which makes the poison for our weapons. So the game's even trying to be helpful, and I'm kind of ignoring it. Let's start with that. The valve is in place, and am I supposed to put this here? I suppose we can get rid of things in our inventory to try to keep things simple. What are you waiting for? Go and kill the witch. This mechanism doesn't work. Let's see, what if I give this to him? Coming near me may be bad for you. So even if I was gonna kill her, the game won't let me. So this can't be it either. We've got to go even further back. So what if we instead used this on this guy? Same line of dialogue before. I don't have time for such experiments. This guy looks way too big to kill that way. We have a couple of eyeballs though. And what was the last thing that had the glowing eyeballs? Is it way it's back here, but we can't do that. And so we've hit a weird position where the story itself isn't being very helpful, and it's not like there's a hint system. Unless I'm just missing something completely. This. And see, that's half the stone pendant. But we'd have to find the other half. And the mouse is slightly helpful in that because it only turns into something you can, into a skull hand when you can click on something. Ah! Here's a key that I didn't see. Punishment number 431. For the attempted act of treason of preparing poisoned meat. Castle cooks are hereby punished by being fused into the wall for eternity. We are all prisoners, but some must also take the shape of their prison to understand their sin. How can it be that the prisoner has become the prison? Interesting. So now I can unlock this padlock. It breathes. Fresh air. What a relief. Thank you for freeing me from the darkness. I was turned into a window. Then they put up a wall in front of me. My brother was turned into a door, which they then cut into pieces. It's a punishment we've been suffering for time untold. If you want to get inside the kitchen, you still have to help my brother. He can only he can let you in. Find him among body parts nearby. He'll be able to let you inside. He has big, wide open eyes. His long nose, which let him smell everything inside of the castle. He's not very talkative, though. His mouth is always shut. So, big, wide open eyes, long nose, mouth was always shut. I found the wall being's brother. You should be able to let me into the kitchen now. Simple enough. Are we gonna get an animation to see how that works? Yes. That's helpful. Just to figure out what was gonna happen. We'll take the lantern, the bucket with the hole in it will leave, rotten thing will leave. Yeah, spoon is cracked, it's useless. Everything else is just left here. Oddly, these look like tiles, so is this like some weird world that got transformed? It seems like it. Like sinks, tiles, teacups, things that you just in general wouldn't expect to see in a world like this. Here's a skull. Horn skull. I bet I need 2 of those for the furnace. Another horn skull. Easy enough. A knife. Skinning knife. Interesting. And water that's bubbling up by itself. Doesn't work. I need to find a device that will light the fire before I can cook anything, poisoned or otherwise. I really don't have anything to cook anyways. Let's see. I was a little bit stuck there for a while. Just because I missed one thing, which is typically what's the problem with point-and-click adventures and hidden object games in general. Although hidden object games often know that's a problem and make accommodations by having things highlight or having extra hints. So if we just put that there and that one there, they'll headbutt and make sparks. The horn skulls can now generate sparks necessary to light the furnace. Interesting. And then we don't have fire, but we do have we don't have firewood, but we do have a lamp, so I have to try something else. So the lantern doesn't have anything to do with that. And items don't interact with each other at all. And also there's like no right click when you look at things. So we've got a skinning knife and not really anything to skin. Unless I'm supposed to take this and just kill this guy. Nope. So we've got eyeballs, we've got lamps, skinning knife. Seems like the game doesn't really want you to kill anything. And if we go back this way, I don't think. See, that guy is just too big. So unless I was gonna skin this guy, which I don't think is the case. Maybe the creature that's in the cage there is actually the person in charge, and he's just playing a game. Ooh, I didn't see if this worked on this. And the answer is no. And see, the funny thing is, it does kind of just feel like I'm gonna have to solve the like it just feels like I'm gonna have to solve this without a solution. And I don't think that's what the game really wants. In fact, it even seems like the game might be tricking me and not actually making it possible to solve. And see, this one is probably the shortest of them. It could be. So if I did something like this, 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 and that. It's like get everything as low as possible. See, this just feels like supposed to talk to this guy, or like this is something you know we're supposed to do, but and items just don't seem like they should be. Is there something more in this area that I've missed? And unless I'm supposed to skin a rat, which doesn't seem like the case. Let's go back into the kitchen. More than likely, I guess there's a high chance that I did just miss something in the kitchen. Or, you know, let's skin this guy. My brother's Hooligan will never regain a real form, but at least we can be together. Ah, here's a rubber band, and that's the one thing I missed. So that goes down and drains the sewer, and then we can go further and we can enter new areas. And that will certainly help us move forward in the story. A lot of different areas, though. A lot of scene changes to get from one place to another. And I've seen that in a few hidden object games. It's not really what you want. The machine works, the water level is dropping. So all of a sudden we find everything we needed. Half the soma done, some kind of design on it. This is where the poison drains out. I could use this periscope to watch the corridor above. So A bas relief depicting a spider. I've seen identical stored levers somewhere above. And it seems like we needed that too. Death and opening the door, or keeping the door closed. Nothing happens. I can't turn. Also, there seems to be something missing in the stone center. A missing part. Is it a weight? Nothing happens. So instead of just accomplishing your goal, you've got more work to do. And see, I don't really feel like I've made as much progress as I did the first time. Seems like more puzzles were introduced. Way more than like the cat lady. The cat lady was pretty simplistically. So the solution is to do this, and then this, and then this, and this. I guess you just go around counterclockwise to the lit up ones. Now the clock's not really pointing at any time. I guess what this puzzle is, if you didn't know the solution, is that you have to click on one of the hands that it's pointing to, and so you have to play it in such a way to ensure there's always at least one hand ending up at the final position. That'd be quite the puzzle to figure out by yourself. Particularly since this number 3, I don't know what it's going to do to the clock. It's going to move that one 3. Success, the gate should be open now. So we can get this huge lump of flesh, piece of meat. Someone won't be eating dinner tonight. I don't have any poison though, so well, I could cook meat. Ruby eye. Just another ruby eye. And unless there's something to do with the candles, I don't see anything more to do. Here we go. The signature at the bottom looks intriguing. I'll copy it in the notebook just in case. Ah, there's our code. The time of judgment has come upon a great number of beings marked by evil. Their place of existence is well known to us. A village called Frozen Tears. The inhabitants once helped us build our castle. The lazy beings did their work reluctantly, then dared to rebel against us in the end. The time for them to remain unpunished is finally over. We took extra measures to purge this vile place by the purest suffering. For the first time we'll see us will use the paralyzing fog which will precede our assault. The helpless creatures will be wiped out by our amassed forces, supported by the freshest recruits joining the castle's ranks, specifically for the purpose of this mission. And then there's kind of a picture of hands. It seems like somebody's crazy, but this is dogmatic religious devotion to tormenting people, pain and suffering. Suppose we can do this just to be Certain of it. But there's more work to do, because we need a poison if we're going to actually poison that creature. Otherwise we're just going to end up feeding it. Of course that meat may be poisoned already, I wouldn't be surprised. Alright. So we start here. And I hope that's the right way to start. It's XXX77 backwards H and then in with a swoop. XXX and then 2 7s, 2, and then 2 backwards H's, 1, 2, and then an N. It wasn't easy, but I finally managed to put the springs in the correct position. And then that lets me push one of 2 buttons. And I can either push it backwards and maybe kill myself, or I could push it forwards. And let's see, if I hit escape, it would be very bad if this killed me and then I have to start the whole game over, but it wouldn't really even take that long to get back to that point. And I kind of want to see what happens. Otherwise I push it forward and it kills the guy. So it didn't go backwards through the wall and kill me. And so now he is distracted. Interesting. And I didn't have to kill anybody, which makes me feel like that's what's going to happen in this game a lot. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.